Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you bury another dream. Every time you say, "I don't feel like it," you let your weakness win. Every time you say, "It's not the right time," you delay your destiny. Enough. Enough with the lies. Enough with the delays. Enough with the comfort seeking, the story spinning, the victim playing. No more excuses. This is your war cry, your line in the sand, your call to arms against everything that's held you back, because your greatest enemy is you, and the excuses you keep feeding yourself are the chains around your ankles. But today, right now, we break them. Excuses are quiet, software sneaky. They sound like logic. They sound like safety. They sound like rest. But they're poison. Every excuse you make is a vote for the man you don't want to be. Every excuse is a step backward, away from power, away from progress, away from purpose. Excuses feel good until they cost everything. They cost you time. They cost you momentum. They cost you belief. They cost you your name. Do you really want to be the guy who almost did something great? Do you really want to look back one day and realize it wasn't the world, it wasn't luck, it wasn't your boss or your parents or your genetics, it was you and your excuses? You think someone's coming to save you, to push you, to remind you, to hand you a second chance? They're not. No one's coming because no one owes you anything. This life, it doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't pause because you're tired. It doesn't offer a rewind button. And that's exactly why it's perfect. Because the minute you stop waiting for a handout, you realize your power. You don't need sympathy. You need standards. You don't need someone to motivate you. You need to grow so damn dangerous that nothing can stop you. Own your flaws. Own your past. Own your failure. But stop using them as excuses. Let's say it straight. You know what to do. You just keep choosing not to do it. You know what to eat. You know you need to train. You know who you need to cut off. You know what dream you've been ignoring. You know the discipline you've abandoned. So what's stopping you? Nothing, except your addiction to excuses. Because they're comfortable. They let you stay soft. They let you blame instead of build. But the truth? Comfort is killing you. And every time you say, "I'm too tired, I don't have time, I'm just not motivated," you lose a piece of yourself. You think discipline is hard? Try regret. Try waking up 10 years from now and realizing you wasted the most valuable currency in existence, time. Try standing in the mirror and not recognizing the man staring back. Try explaining to your kids why you used to dream big, but life got in the way. Try carrying the weight of knowing you could have been more, but chose less. That's what excuses do. They don't just stall you, they erase you, one small compromise at a time. But discipline sharpens you. It forges you. It rebuilds your name. It doesn't steal from your future, it guarantees it. Let's list them. I don't have time. You do? You just waste it. I'm too tired. Then fix your sleep, fix your schedule, and stop playing victim. I don't know where to start. Google it. Ask. Start small. Start bad, but start. It's too late. The only thing worse than starting late is never starting. I'm just not motivated. Who said you needed to be motivated? Be disciplined. I've tried before and failed. Good. That means you learned. Now try again. Smarter. No one supports me? Perfect. That means no one can stop you either. The truth? Excuses sound like reasons until you dissect them. Then they collapse into dust. You're not stuck. You're not cursed. You're not broken. You're not unlucky. You're just stuck in a loop of your own excuses. But here's the powerful news. You are the variable, not your past, not your upbringing, not your boss, not the economy, not the weather, not your zodiac sign. You. You decide the outcome, you write the story, you determine the ending, and as long as you keep making excuses, you stay stuck in the preface, never writing the book that matters. Still think it's just about missing a workout? Still think skipping one project doesn't matter? Still think one more excuse won't hurt? It all matters. Because every decision stacks, every excuse becomes a brick in the wall between you and your destiny. And what's on the other side of that wall? Your dream, your legacy, the life you could have lived, the business you never started, the family you never led, the body you never built, the freedom you never tasted, the man you never became. That's what's at stake. And it all slips through your fingers every time you say, I'll do it later. Here's what winners do. They remove the option to quit. They delete excuses before they form. They don't hope for motivation. They build systems and live by non-negotiables. I train every day, no matter how I feel. I read 10 pages daily, no matter what. I wake up early, even when it hurts. I stay loyal to my mission, especially when no one's watching. Ruthless men don't need perfect days. They need a mission and a mirror. And when that mirror shows weakness, they don't explain it. They destroy it. They pretend they're doing their best. They pretend they tried everything. They pretend life's just unfair. But the reality? They chose comfort over growth. They chose excuses over effort. They chose distractions over discipline every single time. Honesty is your weapon. The moment you say, I haven't given it everything. I've been lazy. I've been inconsistent. I've blamed the world for my own apathy. That's when your life changes, because the man who's honest with himself is a man no one can stop. Say it out loud. No more excuses. No more lies. No more tomorrow. No more quitting when it gets hard. No more being half in, half out. No more wasting time pretending I want it. You either want it or you don't. You either build it or you excuse it. You either live full or you die average. The man who makes no excuses, he's not better than you. He just decided. He chose the pain of discipline over the pain of regret. And now, it's your turn. You want to kill excuses? Build discipline. Because motivation fades, hype fades, good vibes fade. But discipline, it's permanent. It shows up when you're tired. It shows up when you're broke. It shows up when no one believes in you. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline says, we do the work, no matter what. Period. You don't try, you don't hope, you execute. Excuses can't live in the same house as discipline. Build the house, lock the door, burn the escape plan. Comfort is your enemy. It whispers, you've done enough. Rest a little longer. Start Monday. Stay safe. Play it smart. But let me ask you, what has comfort ever built? Nothing. Comfort didn't build empires. It didn't write books. It didn't break records. It didn't change legacies. Suffering did. Pain did. Sacrifice did. Warrior-level obsession did. Every time you choose comfort over commitment, you abandon the man you could have become. Stop sleeping in a bed made of softness. Build your life on fire, steel, and resolve. Let's be real. Excuses are fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of effort. Fear of exposure. Fear of growth. So we wrap that fear in fake logic. I'm just being realistic. Now's not the right time. I've got too much going on. But you're not being realistic. You're being afraid. And fear wears excuses like armor. Rip the armor off. Face the fear. Own it. beat it. Because the moment you stop lying to yourself, the moment you call fear by its name, that's the moment you become dangerous. People are watching you, your friends, your kids, your younger self, your future self. When you quit, so do they. When you delay, so do they. When you make excuses, so do they. But when you rise, when you fight past tired, when you wake up early and lead with fire, when you lock in and build with purpose, you give someone else permission to go harder. So your excuses, they don't just hurt you, they poison the atmosphere and your discipline. It becomes the cure. 10 years from now, no one will care why you didn't do it. No one will care why you weren't ready. No one will care what excuse you told yourself. All they'll see is, did you build the life you talked about or not? You don't get bonus points for almost. You don't get credit for good reasons. You only get legacy if you earn it. And you earn it through doing it when it's hard, showing up when you're invisible, sacrificing when no one claps, living like your word is your life. Excuses don't make history. Actions do. You want to win? Kill Plan B. Because as long as you have a safety net, you'll never jump like your life depends on it. Excuses live in backup plans. They say, if this doesn't work, I've got something else. I'll give it 90% and see what happens. Number, you go all in, or you stay average. Winners commit with blood. They don't dip their toe in. They dive. No backup, no lifeboat, no quit. That's the energy it takes to dominate your purpose. You've got pain? Good. Use it. The betrayal, the failure, the loss, the heartbreak, the rejection. Let it fuel your fire. You can't kill pain, but you can choose what it builds. Excuses say, it's too painful to try again. Winners say, I'll never let that happen again. I'll get stronger. I'll get better. I'll get dangerous. Don't numb the pain. Channel it. Let the world see what pain becomes in the hands of a focused man. Here's the formula. Excuses equals weakness. Standards equals power. So set non-negotiables. I train every day. I finish what I start. I lead my family. I speak truth, not comfort. I earn my rest. And then, you live like your future depends on it, because it does. No negotiations with your lesser self. No bargaining with laziness. No court cases with comfort. You execute, because that's what men with standards do. They don't ask permission. They set the tone. Every legend you admire, they bled, they failed, they suffered, but they didn't excuse. Jordan didn't say, I'm too tired. Allie didn't say, my legacy's already secured. Kobe didn't say, one more ring is enough. Jobs didn't say, the market's too hard. Churchill didn't say, it's hopeless. Mandela didn't say, prison is too long. They suffered and still chose to build. They could have folded. They didn't. Neither do you. You're not here to survive. You're here to rise, to dominate, to conquer the mountain with a bloody fist and a grin. Excuses don't belong in that climb. Imagine your final hour, your last breath. Will you smile knowing you lived fully, or will you whisper excuses to the grave? I was tired. I was afraid. I didn't have time. They didn't support me. No one cares. The scoreboard is final, and the only thing that matters is, did you show up? Every day, every choice, every storm. Excuses die when you decide they don't deserve another second of your life. And that decision, you make it now, not tomorrow. Now, say it with me. No more excuses. No more delays. No more lies to myself. No more soft living. No more waiting to feel ready. No more hoping. No more blaming. No more fake logic. No more backup plans. No more negotiating with weakness. Only fire. Only truth. Only work. Only forward. Excuses don't build warriors. Discipline does, conviction does, clarity does, ownership does. So take ownership right now, right here, and let the world hear the man you've become. There's only one thing standing between you and the life you were born to build. It's not your circumstances, it's not your past, it's not your enemies, it's not your competition, it's your excuses. Burn them, bury them, replace them with fire, focus, and follow through. Because once they're gone, there's nothing left to stop you.